Hi, this is Colin from WatchOffTheCuff.com. Today we're talking about Jaxa wrenches here. This was actually the first Jaxa wrench that I bought. I was able to finally, for the website, source this Jaxa wrench, but in a really nice wooden box and holder. My original one, I don't even know where I got this, had like a plastic thing and I had all little bits just floating around. This gets thrown in a drawer. It's not bad, I'm fairly organized. I've got my drawers back here, but I just never liked it. So anyway, I looked long and hard for a great supplier for this in the configuration that I wanted. It's for opening screw back watch backs, and it's got a couple of adjustments here. The middle wheel adjusts the distance here, and then there's a bottom wheel that adjusts the bottom. So the idea is, and I'll do a close up, is that you grab, typically you're going to have 6 notches on the back of the watch, and we're going to put then the 2 there. They're going to spread it all out, and then it sits there. The nice thing about having the 3 prongs instead of the 2, and you could, if you were stuck, you could take this to 2 if there's something weird going on. But the nice thing about having the 3 is it creates a tripod on the back, and if you're holding this down here, you get a perfectly flat, like it balances itself. It keeps itself parallel to the watch case, and it reduces slipping. So, and there's a bunch of little bits that come with it to change. Mostly I use the medium size round bit. It fits in most things, but there's some things here where it's got like rectangle on the end. It's got things where it was notched out, so in case you've got like a raised notch around the outside, there's a couple of configurations for it here. So this is where it comes in. If you're looking at this through the website watchoffthecuff.com and you're looking at this to purchase, then great, you're already here. But if you're looking at this from YouTube and want to check it out and go to the website and you want to search the part number is PERF 383A. So PERF 383A. And again, I'll do a close up and I'll show you how to use the Jaxa wrench anyway, but we'll just pull this out. So again, this is what I wanted, a nice, see what beautiful wood box. And then this is still on it, all in its packing material here. So, this is just for packing, and there's some oil in there to make sure nothing rusts. And then there's your little box of little bits. And you can see here, if we take this out clearly, you can line up, your little bits that you're not using in there. Wish I had one just like it. Anyway, so that, you keep them all organized. You're not doing what I do, like throw them in a little, disorganized plastic bin. So anyway, so that's beautiful wood case for it to go in. Keeps it nice and neat. And I'll do a quick, we're going to switch the camera angle, we'll do a quick close up, and we'll show this in action so you kind of see how the action works. All right, back in a second. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty here of how we're going to open this with Jaxa wrench. So I previously mentioned we can adjust the distance of these top throughs with this wheel here. It's available in the back, so you could literally just hold it up here if I open it all the way. And I talked about what prongs we do. We go here, here, and here for the 3 prongs. So literally, I've just put it in this one sometimes, and I just close it until it stops closing. So here, of course, trying to do it with a camera in the way. So we'll go here, and then we'll close. If I can find the right direction. So here, here. Now we've got that nice and tight. And then we can bring down to the bottom one here, and that gets adjusted through this hand. Oh, we adjust it right here through this handle. So what we can do then is we go do the same thing. We bring it here and here. Open there. And never had to do it on display before, so we go like this. And then we're going to bring in the bottom one. See, it's a little bit too far. And now we've got nice solid contact. It's nice to put it down on a firm surface, and then we can just turn that open, and then once you get it loose, you could do something like the Bergeron Magic 8-Ball here, and you get that thing all the way around. And then of course the same thing happens in reverse. And once we've got the distances set on there, we can put it back on those 2 points there. Oh, here, up a little bit. Do it while holding the watch itself. Add there, add there. And then we can take this, and again, the nice thing with the 3 points is that it's keeping this parallel with the watch itself. This, and then we just literally bring that down. We close it. Again, I'm trying to keep my fingers out of the way. And we close that down there, and away you go. So that is the Jaxa wrench. Jaxa is how you spell it. and doesn't want to focus on it. And I currently have that on the website in this nice box. As I mentioned before, instead of the way I originally purchased it years and years ago, um, with just like a little bin or something that I found to throw the little bits in. Anyway, it's a great alternative if you're starting out and you don't want to have like a case press or whatever, where you're going to have like, they can get very expensive very quickly. The Hortec one, for example, in Canadian dollars is several $1,000s. And this is a great way to open screw back case backs. And it's a little bit nicer than the ones that just have the 2 pins. Again, this can now sit parallel because you get that third point on it. Anyway, if you're interested, it's on my website, part number PERF383A. And until next time, cheers.